You are allowed to be whole.
Welcome back to Aloud, the personal growth and conscious leadership podcast. And I am your coach, Dr. Caneel Joyce. Thanks for being here today. I created this special 12 Days of Christmas mini-series called Presents for Presents, cute play on words, to help enhance your 2021 holiday season, making it a little more easy to reground in presents no matter what you believe or what you celebrate. The idea of this series is to bring you 12 unique and easy ways to reground in the present moment, the here and now, the place of flow and creativity, as well as to give you some fun present ideas that will encourage growth, awareness, mental clarity, and alignment with your authentic self or that of the person you give the gift to. Throughout these 12 episodes, you'll even have the chance to win one of the 12 gift recommendations. Enter to win at aloudpodcast.com. The only thing you have to do is sign up to become an Aloud Insider, and you are automatically going to be entered to win. This is a completely free bonus program that gives you a special deeper dive mini coaching session that complements each and every episode. And we'll be launching that with our new season 2, in January. You can also go to aloudpodcast.com and find links to where you can purchase these gifts to show your appreciation and spread the message of peace and love and presence this holiday season in a way that is unique and sustainable. And these gifts, I can tell you, are slam dunks. These are all gifts that I've given myself and that I've given to myself. I also will be offering you some promo codes that are gifts to us and to you from my clients, my past clients, my friends, my collaborators, who are all the creators of this special collection of 12 beautiful presents for presents. Before we talk about all these presents, there is a creative way to stay grounded in presence that I would like to focus on here. And why does this matter? Presence is at the center of conscious leadership. It is the zone above the line. In presence, conscious leaders have access to all of those commitments that conscious leaders make, such as responsibility, curiosity, candor, being the resolution, and seeing how everything is there, all for your own well-being and learning. That sounds too good to be true. It's really an experience to try out rather than to critique and understand, which is why I've selected this group of 12 presents and this selection of 12 specific tools and techniques to give you more of an experience, a felt, embodied, full body experience, so that you can come at presence more from a place of knowing how it feels and how it feels to be out of presence, which is a much better and more reliable access point than coming through your head just trying to understand it. Presence is the glue that holds all aspects of our lives in alignment with our purpose. Presence helps us to accept what is here and what is now. Presence is not an escape from the world. It is actually the true allowance of yourself and others in the world to exist just as they are, all as welcome, all as to be trusted, and all as there for our own co-creative collaboration. Presence brings self-acceptance and peace of mind. In presence, you find clear paths and creative ways to integrate yourself into the world around you without losing who you are and without judging what is in front of you. Presence actually frees you up from the suffocating boundaries that you often put on yourself with all the shoulds and have-tos and the ideas of where you're measuring up and where you're not, of where you're at threat and where you are safe. And you're released from those boundaries and you find a much broader range of safety with which you can move through with ease and give you the space to create and to really enjoy being in your full aliveness. In presence, you're allowed to breathe. You're allowed to be whole, and you can see and feel the wholeness that you actually have right now. In this mini-series, you will be learning 12 different ways to ground yourself in presence and to help you shift your mindset in any and all situations where you feel stuck or tight, where it feels hard to find anything that sounds even remarkably close to presence, which I just described. Today's easy tip is about taking control of what you can control and activating the powerful, life-giving, autonomic functions that your body already has inside of it and that naturally ground you and bring you to life and to mental clarity. And this effective, often overlooked method of grounding is to simply breathe. What do I mean when I say breathe? Of course, you must be able to breathe right now. We all do it. You may have heard how there are different ways that we can breathe, some of which activate the sympathetic nervous system, which basically is going to trigger the fight, flight, or freeze response. And then there are other ways to breathe that can restore us into balance by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and restore system, the one that nurtures and heals us. When we feel very calm and easeful, we are in the parasympathetic system being more in balance. But most of us in modern society live most of the time with overactivation, chronic overactivation of our sympathetic nervous system. And over time, this really deteriorates our internal organs, our body systems, certainly our state of mind, because we're living in a state of chronic low-grade panic. Breathing deeply into our bellies, deeply and slowly using our diaphragm, and even techniques around counting our breath and manipulating our breath in different conscious ways. That's a huge and beautiful tool that can be as simple or complex as you want to make it, but it's always available to you. And I find that sometimes I notice I'm holding my breath, or I'm breathing shallowly or even just up into my chest rather than allowing my breath to drop down deep into my belly and like letting that diaphragm expand and really allowing that breath in. And when I do, I feel the ease go through my whole entire body. And this has a restorative, compounding, long-term effect on health and well-being that also allows mental clarity and presence. From this present state where I've been breathing in a way that is restorative and balancing to me, I have access to my kindness. I have access to my spaciousness and generosity. And I also have access to awareness of where I would like to draw my boundaries. And I can draw them in a loving and spacious way that is accepting and non-judgmental. But I can still know where my yes is and my no is because I'm not making myself panicked by breathing wrong. It sounds pretty simple because it actually is, but the effects are profound. Each day in this 12 Days of Presence series, I'm also sharing with you a wonderful gift idea that will help you to practice the specific grounding tool of the episode. Each of these is brought to you by either a current or a past client of mine, or a friend or a close collaborator. And a lot of my clients actually end up becoming my friends because I'm fortunate that I choose to and get to work with people I love. Luckily, I love a lot of people. But this particular present idea is really, really special to me. This is one of the first clients I got to work with, first early stage kind of launching clients I got to work with when I moved to Los Angeles several years ago. And really, really hit it off with them as a couple. This is another company that's started by a couple. I work with a lot of couples and, kind of brother-sister pairs that found companies together. And this is one, if you'd like to win it, I'll tell you about it in a second. You can go to aloudpodcast.com, find out all about it, and sign up to become an Aloud Insider. You'll be entered to win. So here it is. I will reveal. Today's gift is from August Uncommon Tea. The founders of August Uncommon Tea, they're a husband and wife, as I mentioned, love them dearly. They're former clients. Dr. Gina Zupsich and her husband, Aaron Shin, were not chefs or tea masters. They were a French professor and a product designer. Gina is also a Berkeley PhD like me, and we have bonded over the trials of that particular lifestyle. But their love of French tea, the creative flavors, the luxurious packaging, the sensual aromas, the expert service experience of being served fine tea, all of these inspire them to take an entirely different and thoroughly modern, but yet historically informed approach to tea that went far beyond health, which was really the primary angle that most American tea companies were pushing at the time. And it took it beyond tradition and it transformed tea into a really badass, totally hip, modern experience that is now August Uncommon Tea. I am so passionate about this brand. If you know me, I have probably had you smell this before. Gina and Aaron allowed themselves to get really, really creative and curious and to dream up a tea brand in the spirit of innovation and craft that surrounded them. You know, for them, design is a passion. They really embrace sensuality of all of the different senses and the possibility of beauty and transformative sensual experiences of all kinds. You feel the essence of LA in here in a way that is really, really cutting edge that I love. August Uncommon Tea is non-GMO. It's ethically sourced from tea-producing countries all over Asia and Africa. It's also fair trade. It's blended in Germany by a company with a really deep legacy that's been producing and sourcing tea for over 150 years. And also, this is not an easy company to get to work with either. So they've really, really earned access to bring you, if you think you don't like tea, I guarantee that you will have a different experience with this brand. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I've never had somebody smell this that hasn't said, oh my God. Like never, ever, ever, ever. It's really amazing stuff. And the teas are beautiful. You can see that all the like flowers and this one has orange peels and little bits of fruit in it, but they're sophisticated. I love them. These blends are super original. They're not available through other tea providers. And today we're going to be giving away a deluxe essential tea kit, which includes 4-cup loose leaf tea samples of all of the available August teas. That makes a total of 128 cups of tea. If you don't win this giveaway, it is still such a great gift idea for literally anyone who enjoys relaxing with and breathing in the aroma of any drink at all. They also have a collection of cocktail recipes that combine some of their original tea brews. They have a cold press tea set. It's you can do anything you want with this tea, and they give you a lot of great ideas for it. So even if you have a person in your life who is not a tea lover, they're a coffee drinker, they're a cocoa drinker, whatever, introduce this to them, and it's going to open up a whole new range of experiences. A very, very fun gift. You can buy all of this for yourself and others if you don't happen to win the prize with us. Buy all of it at august.la. And if you want a chance to win all of this and this All the Teas kit, then go to alloudpodcast.com and sign up to be an Allowed Insider, where you will automatically be entered to win. It's totally free to enter, so check that out. And we are launching season 2 of the Allowed Podcast in January 2022. So please just take a moment right now to subscribe to this podcast. And please check out all of these beautiful gifts. Give yourself the gift of ease this holiday season. Make it easy for yourself. Make it simple for yourself. Enjoy the little moments that breathing in a delicious aroma can bring you. Snuggling up by the fire with your honey and your cozy socks and your jams, outside in the pouring rain, freezing cold, doesn't matter. There's always a way to be present. And I hope that you accept that gift into your heart this holiday season. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for being here.
Allowed. You are allowed to be whole.